Okay, 7th grade, here are some examples for you on how to multiply fractions and mixed numbers. I don't think you really need it, but just in case anybody was getting confused at home. The 5/6 times 2/3, if you notice you have a 2 and a 6 in common, that can be canceled. And remember, you only cancel things on the top with anything on the bottom. Never cancel side to side. 2 and 6 can both be divided by 2, so 2 divided by 2 is 1. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Then we can just multiply straight across because nothing else can be canceled, and we have 5 times 1 is 5, and then 3 times 3 is 9. And remember, if you cancel correctly, then that means that you don't have to reduce your final answer, which is kind of nice. Looking at the next example, we have 3 fractions this time, so we look and see where we can cancel. We could actually cancel 2 different 3's on top with the 3 on bottom, but I'll just go ahead and do this first one. So 3 divided by 3 is 1, 3 divided by 3 is 1. Now, that 3 is done, so you can't use it again with the 3 over here, so this 3 is going to stay because there's nothing else it can cancel with. But we can see we can cancel the 2 and the 4 by dividing by 2. That would make that 1 and make this 2, and then we multiply across what we have left. There's a 1, 1, 3. So 1 times 1 times 3 is 3. And then on the bottom we have 7, 1, and 2. So 7 times 1 times 2 is 14. And then the answer is 3 over 14. And again, it can't be reduced because we canceled everything correctly. Now let's look at what we do when we have mixed numbers. Remember, you have to change mixed numbers into improper fractions before you can multiply in fractions. So we say 9 times 1 is 9, plus the 1 on top is 10. So we make that 10 over 9. The denominator is always the same. Over here, we're going to multiply, and 4 times 3 is 12, plus the 1 on top is 13. So we have 13 over 4. Then we look to see what they have in common. 9 and 13 don't have anything in common, but 10 and 4 can both be divided by 2. So I'm going to put, divide this by 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 4 divided by 2 is 2. And that's all I can do on that one. So I'm going to go 5 times 13, and I know that, but I know some of you guys might not. 5 times 3 is 15. That's 65, so I have a 65 on top, over 9 times 2 is 18. Now I know I've canceled everything correctly, so I can't reduce this, but I do need to change it into a mixed number. And I'm going to do that by dividing the bottom number into the top, drop the top into the box, and 18 goes into 65. Let's try 4 times and see if that works. 4 times 8 is 32. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 3 is 7, and so that is too big. So I will try 3 now. 3 times 8 is 24, and then 3 times 1 is 3, plus the 2 is 5, so it's 54. Leaves me with 11 left over, so it goes in there 3 times with 11 left over, and it's always over what we started with, which was the 18. So my answer is 3 and 11/18. Looking at this last example, I'm going to erase some of this green work so we can see the last example. There we go. I'm going to start out by making improper fractions. So again, I do the U-turn. 8 times 4 is 32, plus 1 is 33. I'll write it down here. Put that over 8. And then 7 times 3 is 21, plus the 2 is 23. So I'm going to put 23 over 7. And then this is kind of not a very friendly one. And then 7, I'm going to end up putting that over 1, like that. And then I have to look to see where I can cancel. And the only thing that I see that I can cancel are the 7s. So I'm going to cross those out like this. Leaves me with an 8 on the bottom, and a very big number on the top. I'm going to do 33 times 23. Okay, so write that out. And that gives me that there. Whoa, I didn't mean to go to the next page. And then 0, 6, 6, and then so we add those together and we get 759. Whoops, boy, I keep moving the pages around. Sorry about that. So that's 759 over 8. And so now I'm going to take that and go 8 into 759, so I can change that back into a mixed number. It's really big. We have 9, 72, 39, 8 goes into 39 4 times, which is 32, leaves me with 7 left over, and it's 7 over 8. So that is the answer on that one. So that was kind of a big long one, but remember, anything on top can cancel with anything on bottom. And the reason why we couldn't cancel anything else is because we only had an 8 left, and 8 doesn't have anything in common with either 33 or 23, so nothing could cancel out. If you have any questions, of course, you can always email me. I'd love to hear from you guys, and I will see you tomorrow.